After Show with Krystal and Janella.
You suck as a co-host.
You know what? You shut your whorish mouth.
Good morning, everybody. It is Monday morning, and it's 7 o'clock in the morning. Janella, what's up?
Hey, nothing much. What's going on? Happy Memorial Day.
Memorial Day. Yeah, that's right. We're having a barbecue over here. What are you doing?
Not having a barbecue?
Oh, want to come over for mine?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have
well,
like
it depends what you have. I mean, can you give me a Greyhound bus ticket?
I think you're going to need a faster dog than a Greyhound, though, because, like, if it's 7 o'clock in the morning now, I mean, I don't know how long. You're on the other side of the map, so, like, that's a lot of
Yeah, that would take probably about 2.5 days to get there, so
yeah, you're not going to make it. And
I've taken a Greyhound. I was a kid. We took a lot of Greyhounds. I didn't take a plane ride till I was 20 years old. So we took the Greyhounds to, like, Florida, other places, and it took forever. Like, it just, like, Florida took 2 days, so California probably was, like, 3 days. But,
yeah.
Oh, my God, it's a nightmare, those Greyhounds.
Is it? I've never taken a bus.
Oh, for
I've never
sure.
taken a train.
Well, if it's a long term, if it's like a long term, like basically you have to get off. Like sometimes you fall asleep, and at 2 a.m. you have to get off and transfer, and then you have to wait for like maybe 2 hours.
Oh God.
For the next bus. Yeah, it's just a nightmare.
And the characters, I imagine that you'd be sitting next to.
Oh, definitely, for sure.
Yeah, that would be
for sure.
Me. I mean, you could probably.
The worst part is when it's the morning one. When you have to transfer, go figure, it's the next bus you get on, it's packed. So you have to sit wherever you can, so yeah. But I don't want to talk about it.
I don't want to talk about it. God, I thought we had this talk. I thought we talked about how we weren't going to be doing that anymore. You were going to be more open.
All right. You know what? Open my ass. Wait, what?
Wait, huh? I think...
Did you say
Janella's experiencing technical difficulties right now with her asshole. So it won't open. It won't open.
It didn't really sound. Yeah.
Anyway, and there's no way you're going to be able to deny it.
It sounded okay in my head, but when it came out, it just didn't. Anyway, so we'll cut that. So how is your?
Swear to God, girlfriend, we can't cut shit.
All right, you know what? Let's just pretend it never happened, okay?
That's what we can do.
What are you doing today?
Like I said, we're gonna barbecue, and I've been going over some stuff. I actually am it's on my mind. Well, let's talk about this really quick. So, in case our morning listeners don't know this, we do have a show that's been running on Friday night. 8:30 is when it ran last time. I don't remember what time it ran the last week before that, but it's called the Crazy Shit Hour, and we basically talk about whatever, anything.
Crazy shit.
There you go, which is why it's aptly named, obviously. But we actually decided we weren't getting very many listeners. I can't even pull it up right now, but I think for the last 2 weeks ago when we did that show, it was a premiere show. We had never done it before that point. And we had like 37 listens, I think. And so not a big crowd, but still, not bad for... I think we only gave it an hour notice before we did it, so that's not bad. But we got called, we actually got callers on that show, and we don't usually get callers. On the morning show, we don't take callers, period. But other shows...
Yeah, we got 2, right?
Yeah, we got 2 callers on that first show that we did. That was Cactus
Shout out to Donna and Mildred. Woo woo.
Well, no, that was this Friday show that we just did. I was talking about the 2 weeks before that. And then we had a guest spot on Cactus Matt and Maxwell's show, Trolling the Airwaves. But they cut us off before we had a chance to promote this show.
Dude.
Yeah, right. But, well...
I'm just going to say because of that, I'm now not saving Eric's butthole. # not saving Eric's butthole.
Well, I honestly think that since we just opened your asshole, that we should start a movement called # Save Janella's butthole. No?
I don't appreciate that.
You want your butthole to remain open?
It was a mistake.
# Shut Janella's beehole down.
Beehole?
Beehole. Well, because that's a long-ass fucking hashtag. That's way too long. Your name is way too...
Hey, I was getting 4.
Oh, I know. My cousin...
it's only 3 syllables, my first name. So, it's not like it's my first, middle, and last.
Right, but, yeah, oh, my God, that would be... I can't even clap that many syllables. That's just way too much. That's a mouthful, for sure. Janella, you are a mouthful. You and your open ass. But anyway, yeah, so we did a spot on their show, and then that kind of gave us... We were all, fired up, and so... we decided that we were going to do a show again. So the Crazy Shit Hour aired again, and this time I put in the tags that we were going to be doing free psychic readings, and we actually had 3 freaking callers. We had Melvin from St. Louis.
Oh, that's right. I forgot Melvin.
Right, and we had Alfina, who we renamed Mildred because Janelle and I could not understand a word she said when she said her name. And then we had Donna. And then I killed it because I just kept on letting the show go and go and go and go. But honestly, it was our last time doing a show that long because
this is the song that never ends.
It's a show. Yeah, it's a never-ending show. Oh, da 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 da. Yeah. So anyway, that was a lot of fun, and I listened to it last night, and it actually was really a good show, except for my question that I asked about, the poop that tastes like chocolate or chocolate tastes like poop, and that wasn't very fun. But whatever. In Australia, I guess that question was asked like 2-3 months ago, and it's still getting buzz. People are still calling into the radio station out there answering that question, so I thought maybe that would fly here. But
well, they're fucking Australians. What do you expect?
This is true. The land down under. Come from the land down under. And then, of course, I wanted to say really quick, Friday night, Friday, there was a massacre at Santa Barbara, and I know we don't usually talk about stuff like that on the show, but I just wanted to say, hearts and thoughts and prayers for those. Well, I don't pray, so that's actually probably not right. But
well, you are an atheist.
Well, I apparently, according to some people, yes, I am an atheist. I, for one, don't like to confine myself into the labels. The only labels that I am is like wife, brother, wife, sister, friend, awesome. I'm all down for that label. Mom, I'm down for that label, and hoe bag, and that's about it. And I don't like to be confined by any other fucking label, because then there's a standard you have to reach, and I'm never going to reach any standards but my own, because they're on the ground. But yeah, so hearts and thoughts out to the victims of that massacre. I believe 6 people,
for sure, yeah.
6 victims, and then the 7th counts as the guy, but that's not a victim of mental illness. Maybe that's about it. So yeah, I just want to send a shout out to them and say that we're thinking about you guys, and I'm sending my juju that way. My good juju, not my bad juju.
What's the weather like out there? It's hot, damn hot, real hot.
This is your girl Jem Freeze coming at you from Mississippi, where I'm kind of hiding on to my probation officer realized I actually got the job and stopped sending the popo to my mom's crib, son. Now on to this weather shit. There was a tornado warning in 4 different states, all the way from Colorado to New York, and there was a dust storm in New Mexico. That shit's just crazy. Also, I want to talk about this year's first tropical storm. Who the powers that be? Named Amanda. Coincidentally, my baby mama's name is Amanda, and she a hoe for the show. So watch out for any bitches named Amanda, son. That's all I got. Want to thank y'all again for this job. It's a wonderful opportunity. You made the right choice. Peace out. Hashtag bitches be crazy.
It's time for celebrity news.
Jem's a girl, right?
I heard your girl
on Craigslist.
Yeah, I heard your girl. Well, then again, I thought it was kind of like It's Pat. I don't know if you remember that. It's Pat, but I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. You know how Pat? You didn't know if Pat was an SNL character. You didn't know if it was a girl or guy.
You met her, right?
Jem?
Yeah. Didn't you interview her, or was it strictly through Jay?
Okay, I told you I did.
Oh my God,
I didn't actually meet her.
Really?
I put up another Craigslist ad, and her mom actually responded.
Well, at least she has a mom. That's good to know.
Yeah,
and
her mom's,
she's got a baby's
called,
mama, which is what's throwing me off here.
Yeah, her mom said, she's a really great weather girl, and, weather person, actually, she had responded with, and that she really needed a job. And I didn't know why until we heard, obviously, her audition tape. But, I like her. She is doing weather.
Right,
I think she has a lot of issues.
I guess she's got a baby. I just didn't understand it. It's actually very rude of me to just assume that she wouldn't have a baby's mama because she's a female. Because if she is a female, which it says your girl Jem, so okay, so she's a female. We're gonna go with that. If she's got a baby's mama.
Well, she could be gay.
That's what I'm saying. So I guess I'm just an asshole, pretty much, is what this is coming. Down to. I'm not mad. I get it. I understand. Yeah.
I like her though. We'll see how it goes. I think it's it's better than who we had previously.
Yeah, don't say that name. Don't say that name because
no. I know. We have we have a lot of we don't want to get into that anymore. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. I mean, at least I actually did check the weather. I checked to see if it were true, and it was true. There is I mean, she was lying.
Well,
so.
that's good stuff then.
That's good.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you expect for free?
On mold.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, and like I said, what do you expect for free? I mean, I think we did pretty well for free.
Okay. Well, no, I just wanted to. I honestly, this was very self-aware for me. I self-awakening for me. I can't believe I'm such a douche that I would just assume. I'm really gonna have to. I'm gonna have to. We'll talk about it in therapy because we're starting that next week. I don't know if you remember.
Well, we need therapy together. We have a lot of issues going on. So
yeah, co-host therapy.
Co-host therapy.
Yeah, and we'll actually be playing. We'll play some of the therapy for you guys next.
Come on, I thought that was a private, confidential.
If Tori and Dean can fucking do it, then we can do it. We have to be real.
I thought that was a confidential thing, though. I mean,
if we're the
but they're getting paid for their show. We're not getting paid for it.
Maybe it's because we don't have any good juicy shit like they do. Maybe if we had our therapy session.
I mean, I'm telling you, if I got paid for something, I would. I mean, there's not much I wouldn't do.
Janella,
to get paid for.
I already know that. I've seen the movie, and it's honestly, you were spectacular in that film.
Yeah, I didn't get paid very much though. I mean, the residuals.
You got your coupon. Your coupon.
Yeah. Well, you don't have to tell people that. I mean,
you're right.
All right. You know what?
Okay,
let's move on.
News.
Okie doke. Well, KimYe. I hate fucking talking about this, but we have to. It's like every week it's something. Well, KimYe and that guy were officially married over the weekend. On Saturday. That guy. And Janella, where'd they get married? Was it Paris? Was it Italy? I don't fucking know. I believe it was Italy. But one day they're doing something in Paris, and then they're getting married in Italy. So I don't know.
But anyway, they got married in France. Yeah.
No, they had the bachelorette and bachelor party there, and then literally got on a plane, and they got married at the not the Palace of Versailles. They had like their dinner there. First, I want to say at the Palace of Versailles, they had, which actually was, anyway, they paid Lana Del Rey, who I love. I love her music, and I really kind of now look down upon her now. Why? I mean, they gave her a lot of money, so I mean, I guess you do what you gotta do, right?
Do you feel like she's like a sellout now because she?
Yeah, I didn't like that. I didn't like. I mean,
the hype. That's not fair. You can't sit there and denounce a really talented singer because she became a wedding.
No, I'm not saying I'm no longer a fan. I still have her station, two of her stations on Pandora. I'm not a fan anymore, but I'm just a little bit disappointed in her. I don't know why. I don't know her personally, so that's kind of odd. But I'm just like, I think anybody I like, actually, that would just be disappointing. Anything to do with the Kardashians, pretty much. So, but back to the story though. They did get married, KimYe and that guy. And though I want to talk less about that and more about her ex-boyfriend Ray J's wedding gift, which I think is the main story. Fuck the wedding.
Right. Wait.
Although I know.
Wait. Did Ray J go? He wasn't invited to the wedding, right?
No, he wasn't. I would have loved if he crashed the wedding.
Oh my God, that would have been epic.
And let me just say this: we will talk about the wedding, but this is more importantly, this is my story I really wanted to get into because I thought this was amazing and I love him for this. I really didn't like him before. I did watch him on Moesha, but so yeah, Ray J's wedding gift. He actually gave them a check for $47,000.
Holy!
Yeah, which actually represents 4 months of his 2014 profits from the sex tape that made her what she is today.
No way!
So all of the months of 2014, yeah, $47,000 for all these months. And
he get months, or has he not been paid the?
Well, I just say, 4 months. But I actually also read he actually got. It's funny. He actually all these years later, he's actually made $50 million off of that himself.
Well, I can imagine because he's making about $10,000 if that's to be judged. $10,000.
Yeah, it broke down. I wasn't going to get into it. They did have the breakdown on the article I read. I wasn't going to get into it, but it did have every month to the cent, to the penny. Of what he made for January, February, March. So
that is insane. That's insane.
Yeah.
And you're right. I do like him a lot more now too. And I did watch his stupid love shows on fucking VH1.
Oh, I didn't. Like I said, I only knew him as Moesha's little brother, which is her real, actual little brother. You know, I knew his name from that. That was it. You know, and then the sex tape. And then after that, it just seemed kind of like he was trying to write off that. I think he really, I don't think he's
resentful. Back and forth with Kanye in songs and shit. Like, he made that I Hate It First, it's Poor Money. He's like, here, have
and
some
you know,
more
Kanye
money.
being a fucking, it should have been in the name of Kanye first.
Well,
like, you know, in his name, and send it to him. And then, you know, Kanye fucking blew off and ripped that shit up.
When you just tell him, no, he won't. He's a money-hungry fucking fool. But
No, he would. Kim wouldn't, but he's a fucking nut job. He seems very
used
possessive.
to fucking fuck girls to her porno. Like, to her sex tape.
So I've never heard of that.
I read that from, I don't remember where.
Yeah, exactly. You read shit God knows where.
Well, whatever. I didn't make it up. I did read that, and it does not put, I wouldn't put it past him.
I'm not saying you made it up, but you know, it depends where you read it from, you know, but
I have been known to dream about shit and think it's real, so, I mean, whatever. I'm not credible.
So
I'm not a
anything's
credible
possible.
source of information. It's $47,000. I don't give a fuck. Well, but that's a drop in the bucket for them, too, so I don't know. But really quick before I move on to the
that's
second
true.
one.
It's a drop of a bucket for her, but for her, any money is money for her. She loves money. You know, so I mean,
so does Kanye.
Yeah, but I see it differently. I see where she would probably keep it, and for him blowing up and ripping that shit up and saying, you know, because he seems very possessive, very jealous. I mean, he just did that song about something so tacky. I wish I would have had the lyrics, but he wrote, you know, this new song, and it makes her seem like such a hoe. Like, I beat out the NFL.
I made it over NBA, NFL players, so every time I score, it's like Super Bowl.
That song was really funny, though.
I'm talking about. I didn't listen to the song. I'm talking about that specific the lyric, and I mean just those lyrics. I mean, and something about her ass.
I wanna dip that ass and go.
So I was just like, oh my god, it's like, you know, she's a possession to him. Like most.
The rest of his part in that song, though, was actually really, really sweet. But yeah, for the most part, he made her an object.
Do you remember Shinkai from last week?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a big surprise for you. She actually went to the wedding.
You got her on location. How'd she get through?
I mean, I had to send her code, you know, but yes, it happened. And
how'd she sneak in there?
She didn't really sneak in. How do you think, you know, TMZ said they snuck in and crashed the wedding? Think about it. They didn't sneak in.
Oh, I bet you Queen Latifah was in there. Isn't she related to her?
I don't know how exactly she's related to her, but she is actually related to her. She's got many stories with good old Latif, you know.
And I'm so sure she calls her Latif.
Or queef or whatever, you know. I just hard to not laugh at that. So anyway, so Shinkai is actually on the line again. Hey, Shinkai.
Hey, Janella.
What's up?
What's up, girl?
Just tired from my flight.
Yeah, and happy Memorial Day, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, what an awesome thing to get the chance to be at this wedding. How'd you get in?
I just walked past and they said, hey, come on in.
I was really hoping you'd be like, well, I had to blow a couple guards.
No, see, I mean, she doesn't need to do that. You know, she's Shinkai. She just gets to, it's like, hey, Shinkai, you know, I'm Shinkai. And she walks right in. Did you go with Queef? I mean, I love Queef.
No, she was there, but I didn't get to sit with her or anything.
Oh, that's really tough. I thought you guys were close. Isn't she your, like, third cousin?
We are really close, fifth cousin.
Oh, fifth cousins.
Yeah.
Okay. That's barely really related at all, I would think, right? But that's okay. That's still cool.
You said queef.
So, I get it. Oh, when you queef? Yeah, I know.
Hey, when that happens.
The wedding was about as beautiful as a queef, I'll tell you that. Wow.
Yeah, but so, you know, let's get right into it then, because actually Shinkai is very tired and she had a long weekend.
I'm tired. I'm tired. It was a long weekend.
I appreciate. I mean, unfortunately, we had to up her pay a little bit. She's now making 46 cents for an hour.
Holy
so
fuck.
we want to keep it. Yeah, I mean, went from 24 cents.
You're going to be at their honeymoon, right? You have an all-access pass to their honeymoon?
Obviously.
Oh, that's right. Where is that, Tahiti or some shit, right? Where's that going to be?
Well, I'm just going there to vacation, but if I happen to see them, I mean...
Yeah.
We're not paying for that, right?
You'll let us know.
Yeah?
Well, we'll discuss... Okay, Shinkai. We'll talk about that later. Yeah. All right, look, let's just keep moving here.
Yeah, I want to know about the dress. Her wedding dress, I heard, was very nice and actually understated, but the reception dress...
Yeah, it was rough.
Yeah.
It wasn't...
Low cut, like really low.
I'm
I'm not really sure why
I didn't see it too much. I mean, did she show any side boob?
I'm not really sure why she chose to wear it, but she's Kim Kardashian, so she can basically do whatever she wants.
Yeah, but she didn't pull off that dress. It was very low cut. She didn't side boob Janella, but she showed like middle boob, so it would be side boob in the middle.
Okay.
It just wasn't classy.
Because I know the night before, I think it was the bachelorette party, she showed her and her Hobag sister, they showed a lot of side, the little one, they showed a lot of side boobs, so I was curious about the wedding dress. I'm surprised she just didn't go in a bra.
I'm curious, why do you call her a Hobag sister?
Because she just looks like a Hobag sister, I don't know. Talking about the
No,
Hobag
she's not.
Well, that's okay, because was Kylie
No, I'm talking about Kendall.
Oh, Kendall's not a Hobag.
What are you talking about? She was a little Hobag.
Kylie was there too.
Well, obviously, I would think so.
Did she bring a date?
Yeah, Jaden Smith.
Get out of here.
Yeah, apparently they're dating, or
they
maybe
are.
Not.
I thought they were just I thought that was just a thing.
Maybe not dating. Just she brought him to the wedding, and they were caught making out.
Oh,
a lot.
Oh, wow. What a skank.
Did you see them doing anything else in the bathroom?
Under the table sort of stuff.
Oh, okay. So that's going on. All right. No.
So she gave him a BJ, is
stuff.
basically what you're saying. Did she come up wiping your mouth?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that's what I thought. Right. So Beyonce and Jay-Z, this is what I've been dying for. How did they look?
They weren't there.
Wait, what?
Oh, I did read that. They weren't.
Yeah.
Wow.
This isn't in the news, but I actually know why they weren't there.
Oh, shit. What happened?
They're still reeling from finding out that her sister, Solange, is pregnant.
Yeah.
So
they're reeling?
Yes. So they were actually, Solange is trying to get Jay-Z to get a divorce.
Oh, man.
Okay.
And they're still working on that.
So they actually skipped the wedding because, I mean, it was rumored that he might be best man. I mean, he just didn't come at all, huh?
No, he didn't go.
Ray J didn't go. Yeah, I would figure that. I did read he tried to get in, and they stopped him.
He wasn't there at all.
Oh, okay.
So he must have just mailed the check.
Been...
He must have just mailed the 20,
Yeah, I thought he was banging on the castle doors. I thought he was banging on the castle doors saying, I have your wedding present, and, you read so many things that just aren't true, so
right.
I guess that's the case. Good thing we have good things.
Obviously, everything I say is true, because I was there.
Obviously, it's Bible. Hashtag
I mean,
Bible.
Are you gonna believe me or TMZ?
I mean, it's not like you've ever stolen anybody's identity before, so your credibility is like fucking top notch.
Okay, Krystal, we said we weren't going to.
You're still on that. Are you still on that?
No, we're not. Chinke. No, I don't know why. Chinke, don't hang up, okay? We're cool. Everything's all right. All right. We'll work on a bonus for you.
Krystal, you better knock this off with this stealing of the
Don't worry,
identity.
she's not on the phone. You can't hear her.
We all know you
her.
stole my identity.
Yeah, and I muted her, so we can't hear her. Don't worry, Chinke. It's just us.
Yeah, mute my mic.
So so
what I did here is Jay-Z.
Oh wait, hold on. I'm curious, but let me unmute her. Hold on. Krystal?
Okay. First of all, before we go on, I just want to remind everybody that it's going to cut off. It's going to go into the remaining 15 minutes. Go take a shit, take a piss, whatever that's considered intermission. Come back, pick up where you left off, and you'll be able to hear the rest of the show. But we are going to stop being live here in about 2 minutes. Second of all, I did hear that Jay-Z got him a diamond-encrusted gold flask and a $10,000 bottle of whiskey, which I think is pretty shoddy.
Well, yes, that is true.
Yeah, well, that's crap, because, I mean, Ray J, the ex-boyfriend, the black sheep here, no pun intended.
Yeah.
But the black sheep here is
racist.
one. He gets him double that. Like, Kanye needed to make Ray J his best man. Thanks for that laugh. That was amazing.
Should I tell you something, Krystal? I didn't know it was a joke. I'm sorry.
That was
Kanye making Ray J his best man is not an obvious joke to you guys.
But yeah, so and what was going on? I'm just curious. I mean, nobody's really said what was happening with Kris, because I love me some Kris Jenner. I mean, what'd she do at the reception? Did she get a little drunk? Have you seen the show?
She was a little tipsy.
On the show, I've seen her get pretty hammered and cry all the time during her show.
Yeah, I mean, she gave a toast and she cried, but it was really Bruce who got emotional.
Oh, wow, really?
He's going through the hormone treatments. He's going to be a fucking mess.
He gave a speech and he broke down. I don't think Bruce is too fond of Kanye.
That's true, yeah. I mean, although really they're not much a family anymore anyway, right? But I think they just kind of took a little pity on Bruce and invited him.
Well, he still they're his daughters. And
did he walk her down the aisle, I wonder?
Who, Bruce?
Yeah, Bruce, he did, right?
Yes.
He walked her down the aisle? Oh, that's so sweet, the second time. That's wonderful.
second time. It's like the third time, isn't it?
No, the third time. No, the first.
This is the fourth wedding.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. She got married 3 times. And the first
she actually
the first one she got married in Las Vegas.
No, her very first wedding. God. She got married when she was 18 in Jamaica.
Yeah, and no family was there. She came back married and her father flew out.
So this is her 4th time.
I guess I lost one of those times, but okay then.
So she got one of those times too, because I know she eloped at one point, and then she married Chris Humphries, and I know now KimYe. So I think maybe
so
as much as
apparently we lost one of the marriages. Yeah, and in between maybe it was Reggie.
Well, you weren't there, but I was at that wedding. So
you were at the what was that? Would that be
who it was? Did she marry Ray J? I think she married Ray J. That's why he's making so much fucking money.
No, I think it's Reggie Bush. I think she married Reggie Bush.
It was Reggie Bush.
Can I just say really quick? $47,000. He's getting more than $10,000 a month because he banged Chris.
Oh God.
He banged.
No, that was funny.
He banged Kim Kardashian and
Chris.
Like, that is the most rewarding and life-setting financially piece of ass.
I mean, so, he got to bang her a few times, and look what happens. He reaps the rewards all these years later. That's the best thing he's ever done.
I would have sex with Kim Kardashian if it meant I was going to get fucking $10,000 a month for the rest of my fucking life.
I would.
Mean,
you know how many STDs she probably has?
Oh, thank you so much, Sinclair, for reporting with us. We're going to go ahead and...
We love you. So, yeah, now that we got through that, I have one about Miley Cyrus.
Where's that girl?
All right.
She got really sick there for
Actually, it's not her. It's not actually, she's not doing anything wrong. She actually, although celebrities have this happen all the time, but she has a new stalker.
I didn't do it, I promise.
And she had to get an emergency restraining order out, actually, this week on the guy. His name is Devin Meek. Well, you should obviously give him a shout-out. So, hey, Devin. Devin, call our show. We want to hear you can stalk us.
Yeah, Devin, we want your side of the story, because we know the media is bullshit.
Come on, Devin. And I like what he said. I think I actually like his quote. I mean, he said many things, but I have only one quote from him. And I think he sounds like a great guy. But yeah, he was arrested on May 16th by the LAPD. And the quote I have is he said that he will die trying to meet her. And I think that's dedication.
That just shows he's got fucking good follow-through.
That's love.
He's committed, and now he's getting thrown in the slammer for his love. That's bullshit. We're sending
it's messed up. Devin, call us.
Yeah, Devin, you know what? I'm not as cute as Miley, and I have no talent, but I have bigger boobs than her, and I'm not built like a little 13-year-old boy, so hit me up, boo-boo.
Yeah, I'll show you. Well, it depends. I was going to say I'd shave my head for you, but I don't know what you look like, Devin, so that might not be happening. But, but hey,
anybody who's a fan of Miley Cyrus is going to be hot. Come on now.
And, I'm assuming he's young because the name Devin. You don't see a 50-year-old guy named Devin. I've never seen one.
Okay, now wait a minute. That doesn't make any sense at all, Janella, because when Devin gets older, he will be 50 one day unless something happens.
I'm talking about currently. Come on. How many Jadens do you see that are 50 years old?
You know what's so funny?
There's just certain names.
I want to give you shit for this, but I can't give you shit for this because I have spent many a night wondering about that too. Like, why would someone name a little baby Mildred? Or like a little 2-year-old Mildred? No offense to Mildred that called into our show. Or Alfina, for one. That seems like such an old lady's name. But I've never met a
exactly, and now there's names you hear. Yeah, and now they're coming back with newer, older names like Grace. Well, that's not coming back. That's been around for a while. But if the name is Grace, I can't say they're young, they're old. You don't know.
Well, that's Kelsey. But with Kelsey, I've never met an old lady named Kelsey or an old man named Tyler.
Yeah, there's certain names. So Devin, I wouldn't. I'm not going to say he's 17 years old, but I would say no more than 30.
Are you sure it's not the high school senior that asked her to go to prom?
I don't know his name, so I can't really.
But she invited him to the show. She invited him to her show because she couldn't go to the prom. That was a while back. Anyway, go on. Okay.
Well, she's asking for it then.
She probably wore something skanky, so she brought this on herself.
Pretty much, yeah. But yeah. Anyway, that's.
I can hear it. Did you feel our listeners cringe? Did she just say that because of what she was wearing, she brought on a stalker for her that she deserved it?
You know what I say to that?
What?
Yes, we did.
Yes, we did. Oh my God, Janella. Oh, I'm so glad you said that. Okay, but we'll save that for another show. Go ahead.
And let me just say, if you want to send us hate mail, we love it, so that's fine.
Yeah, because I'll read that instead of Craigslist. I will. I'll read it all day.
I'll just say my email address. I haven't paid my bill, so it's going to probably not get to me for a while. And
Janella, you don't have to pay for Gmail. Are you paying for Gmail? Someone took you for a fucking ride.
Oh, my God. You don't pay for Gmail?
No, you don't pay for Gmail. You don't pay for any email service.
Oh, my God. Well...
How much if you do? Tell me how much you've been paying.
$25 a month.
Holy fuck! You got rickrolled. Yeah, that's you don't pay for email.
I mean, I always make fun of people that get scammed on those emails and those scams online, and
you're one of them. Let me guess. Did you pay for the protection from scams like that Gmail offers? Is that what you was that what you paid for?
No, they sent me an email from Gmail. They sent me an email from Gmail, and I
you
thought it
got
was legit.
Gmail email.
Yeah, you got Gmail email. And I believed it. It seemed legit to me. So, I mean, unfortunately, I have to look into that now.
Well, I've got a timeshare on the moon. You want to buy it?
You know what? I'm upset. I think that's it for celebrity news, actually.
Okay, well, let's just do this instead then. For all of you who don't already know, here's a PSA for you. Email is free. Do not pay anything because it is free.
What the fuck?
Only on Craigslist.
Okay, so we're going to do some misconnections here, and this is a doozy. Okay, so, hey there, Emily. We met last Friday morning. Well, maybe met isn't the right word. I believe the first thing you said to me was, who the fuck are you? That's a funny thing to say to a guy after wandering into his apartment, passing out in his bed, and accosting him wearing nothing but a bed sheet, your own, I might add, the next morning. Before I get too far, know that I'm not mad. Actually, I think you were pretty funny. And apparently cute. I was, however, hungover as all hell, lying horizontally on the living room couch. Why on the couch? Well, that's where I chose to sleep. I know, weird concept. After crawling into what I mistakenly thought was my empty bed at 4 a.m., laying down in my bed meant risking waking you up, which would have ended in one of two ways. One, the worst horror movie ever. Or two, possibly the greatest porno ever. I didn't like my odds. Couch it was. Truth is, I already have a situation. A good situation, even though my situation lives in another state. It's so good, in fact, my situation laughed her ass off this morning when I told her that one story about a random naked girl waking up in my bed. I believe you happen to mention your own situation, too, only your situation, based solely on last night and the tacky pattern on his, I assume, bed sheets, doesn't sound like a great situation. That said, it won't work with us. Sorry, it's not you, it's me and my overuse of parentheses, because he put a lot of shit in parentheses in here. But I have a roommate, and I think he'd be a better situation for you. He has nice sheets, and he locks his door from the inside, just looking out for your safety. He also had a better look at you this morning and seemed to like what he saw, despite you tiptoeing the hall while simultaneously skyrocketing to the top of Walk of Shame power rankings. So yeah, let me know. I can arrange something. Or you could just stop by. I mean, you already know where to find him. I hate walks of shame. I've dreaded a few out in my daytime, in my day. JR made me fucking...
Well, it would be daytime, technically, so...
It was the morning time, and it was the morning after.
The morning after.
Yeah.
Oh, shit!
Yeah, it was the morning after.
Oh, my God, that was so fucking corny.
Well, you know, that's what I do. I do corny in your
ears. I used to do that as a kid. No, I'm saying the Jinx thing is so fucking corny. I used to do that as a kid.
Oh,
and then it was that. And then once I started smoking pot, it was... James, you owe me a blunt. Wow, it's so fucking stupid.
No.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. What can you do? I mean, I had a problem.
Yeah, you think? I think that you still might have a problem. I think pot leaves an after effect.
I mean, and that's heavy stuff. I'm not talking about, a little bowl. I'm talking about a blunt. That shit's serious, That shit kills.
Bong rips are crazy. Like, you can take 2 bong rips and go from a white man to a black man. That's what I read online. And if they say it online, it has to be true. Okay. So here is
somebody who's never smoked pot, apparently.
No, I do. Yeah, I have smoked pot, and it's a horrible, horrible thing for me because I just sit there and do nothing but smile, and I will think about something that I want to do, and I'll actually go through all the steps of doing that something in my head, and then when my friend's like, Krystal, let's go blah, 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 I'm like, we just got back. And they're like, no, you haven't moved.
Oh, hell no, yeah.
And I'm like, what are you talking about? We just went. I just totally fucking, we talked to so-and-so, and they're like, Krystal, to get up.
Yeah, there's no energy there. It's just like, what do you mean? I don't want to do my laundry. What are you talking about?
I'll tell you what. I think that people with mental illnesses, like that get all mad and rage, they need to become potheads. It needs to be mandatory for those.
Well, yeah, that's why the medical marijuana. That's one of the things they, with mental illness they can do. I mean, depending on how bad it is, obviously, but depression.
I bet you Jeffrey Dahmer, had he been forced to smoke... No, that gives you the munchies. He still would have had a problem. Okay. Never mind. That's a bad example.
It might have just been... It might have just been, that was you caught yourself, kind of like the thing I said earlier about my asshole. But
Ted Bundy. Ted Bundy. He didn't eat anybody, right? Whatever.
No, he did not. He just murdered girls.
Is that he would have been a lot less motivated to murder people had he been forced to smoke pot. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, well, if he were forced, I don't think, willingly do it, you know.
Like you have to lock him up in a fucking hot box.
Damn, he'd be past, he'd be in a car, hot boxing him, he'd be knocked out. Forget it. He wouldn't have the time to go grab one of those girls.
Exactly.
I'm with you on that.
So, okay, so here's my second one. It's called We Shared a Moment. We exchanged stares for about 2 hours, and after they were probably fucking stoned too, and after we were both pretty well lit up, and we ended up in the bathroom. By that time, I had one too many Alabama slammers and projectile vomited out of my nose and onto your shoes. Being the nice guy
God.
you are,
I can taste it.
Ew. Being the nice guy you are, you handed me a bar napkin and said you still wanted some alone time together.
Aww.
We had awkward, sloppy sex for about 10 minutes. Dude, I can't even have good romantic sex for 10 minutes. I'm like, what do I do with the other 9 minutes and 25 seconds? Then you bent me over to the paper dispenser to take me from behind when I farted. You went limp instantly and disappeared. I never caught your name.
Oh, damn.
But you still have my panties. The bar was crowded and I couldn't find you again. Tell me what color panties I was wearing and I'll send you my address so you can finish the job. Because I'm totally sure he's going to want to do that after you.
Yeah,
party. So she farts. Big fucking whoop. She didn't shart.
Well, it's also a weird thing every girl's different, but, I mean, not to get this is not the late night, but let's just say I've tried real hard previously not to when I really had to in the moment. And, so, and luckily it didn't happen, but, no, I was very lucky, but, I mean, that's all I could think about, please do not fart. That would be horrible.
You know what, though? Then our bodies invent this other thing that they're like, okay, so if you're not going to let the air out, then I'm going to make you have an inside fart. And it's one of those farts that happens internally because it sounds just like a fart, and it's just as fucking loud. The only upside to this is that there's no fucking smell. But the downside still remains that you still sound like you just ripped ass.
I mean, I remember in 7th grade, the guys just in class, ripping it and laughing and high-fiving each other, that was great.
Now let's go to shout-outs really quick before we sign off.
Okay, I have a special shout-out for my buddy April. She's at Southern Drawl 8 on Twitter. She graduated high school, so I just wanted to give her a big congratulations.
And I have a shout-out to Cactus Matt, Kenberry69, Harry Balzac. This is the crowd I keep.
Don't forget, at Nassau 74. That's where Good Pals on.
Woo woo. Maybe we'll call into your show tomorrow night. All right. Well, we're about to get cut off. So yeah,
I just did.
Fucking shush. Okay, I apologize. Well, I could go ahead and tell me your story. Go ahead. Just start talking.
No, that was it. No.
Just another manic Monday.
That's the period.
I had to do it. I apologize.
That was not nice, Krystal. Okay, don't cut me off again. I will not.